fires flickered near the shoreline, casting halos on the sand. Friends were gathered close together, tracing futures with their hands. Sparks ascended toward the heavens, like ambitions taking flight. Every promise felt eternal beneath the shelter of the night. Laughter echoed through the darkness, carried by the ocean breeze. Youth believed in endless summers, moving freely through the trees. Nobody could see the ending, hidden in the years ahead. We were busy building kingdoms from the dreams inside our heads. Photographs became reminders of a chapter left behind, snapshots glowing with affection preserved within the mind. There were melodies and campfires, there were stories told at dawn, there were friendships stitched together before innocence had gone. Eventually the flames diminished, leaving embers in their place, yet the memory of their brightness never fully lost its grace. For some moments gain importance only after they depart, turning into treasured relics stored inside the human heart. When the fire stops its dancing and the smoke has drifted free, what remains beyond the ending shapes the person we will be. Golden ashes softly falling through the chambers of my soul, fragments of a former summer still illuminating whole. Golden ashes keep reminding that the brightest flames must fade, yet their warmth survives the distance long after the fire decayed. Fire decayed. Seasons carried us in different directions, toward responsibilities unknown. Cities rose around our footsteps while we learned to stand alone. Still the echoes of those evenings sometimes find their way back through, like forgotten constellations reappearing into view. Every ember held a lesson, every spark contained a dream. Though the years transformed the landscape, nothing vanished completely from the scene. Instead it settled into memory, like sediment beneath a stream, quietly enriching everything with its hidden golden gleam. Loss can often hide a blessing, time can polish what remains, turning fleeting celebrations into lifelong refrains. Golden ashes softly falling through the chambers of my soul, fragments of a former summer still illuminating whole. Golden ashes keep reminding that the brightest flames must fade, yet their warmth survives the distance long after the fire decayed. Not every ending means destruction, not every farewell means regret. Sometimes beauty reaches fullness when the sun has finally set, and the remnants of a moment carry wisdom through the years, more enduring than the laughter, more resilient than the tears. Embers glowing, nighttime slowing, still remaining, still bestowing. Golden ashes softly falling across every road I've known, gathering around old memories like seeds that have been sown. Golden ashes keep reminding through each season, through each mile, that the warmth of vanished moments can still linger for a while. Born the dreams inside our heads. trace remains somehow. Golden ashes keep on drifting into who I am right now. Sunlight spilled across the curtains, painting gold upon the floor. Breakfast waiting in the kitchen like 100 times before. Newspapers beside the coffee, gentle voices in the hall. Simple rituals of comfort seem too ordinary to recall. Neighborhoods were slowly waking, children riding bicycles near. Dogs were barking past the gardens, everything felt calm and clear. Nobody imagined those small mornings would become what memory keeps. Long after larger milestones vanish into places silence sleeps. There were lazy conversations stretching far beyond the noon. Nothing urgent, nothing scheduled, just the comfort of the room. Windows open toward the backyard, carrying scents of summer grass, while the hours moved so gently that we barely felt them pass. Life was hidden in the details, in the laughter, in the pause, in the moments lacking spectacle, yet deserving more applause. For the heart often remembers what the mind forgets to save, finding treasure in simplicity long after it behaves. Sometimes ordinary moments hold the richest kind of gold, only visible in hindsight when their stories have been told. Forgotten Sundays keep returning like a melody from youth, bringing back familiar feelings wrapped in tenderness and truth. Forgotten Sundays keep reminding that the smallest things can stay longer than the grand occasions that once seemed to lead the way. Years transform the old routines into fragments scattered wide. Different houses, different cities, different currents, different tides. Yet the image of those mornings still appears from time to time, like a photograph emerging from the corners of the mind. Church bells echo through remembrance, calling softly from afar, not to summon old religion, but to show us who we are. For identity is woven from 1,000 subtle threads, built from quiet repetitions rather than the headlines read. What we overlook today may become tomorrow's cherished scene, for significance is often hidden where we least expect it's been. Forgotten Sundays keep returning like a melody from youth, bringing back familiar feelings wrapped in tenderness and truth. Forgotten Sundays keep reminding that the smallest things can stay longer than the grand occasions that once seemed to lead the way. Let us honor gentle mornings and the peace they quietly gave, for the days that felt unimportant often prove the ones we save in the archive of remembrance where the heart records its art. Simple Sundays keep surviving as the framework of the heart. Church bells ringing, children singing, morning glowing. returning through the decades, passing by like familiar rays of sunlight, crossing an old window sky. Forgotten Sundays keep reminding that the life we call our own is constructed from the moments that seem smallest when they shone. Forgotten Sundays keep on living inside the present now. Clouds assembled over rooftops like a watercolor dream. Silver curtains cross the skyline, blurring every shining beam. Drops descended without urgency, tracing pathways down the glass, transforming ordinary moments into something built to last. Traffic softened into murmurs, neon reflections touched the street. Every puddle formed a mirror where the sky and city meet. I was seated by the window, holding thoughts I could not name, watching rainfall stitched together, scenes that never stayed the same. There was comfort in the weather, not because it brought relief, but because it seemed to understand the language spoken by grief. Every droplet carried patience, every ripple carried grace, as though nature gently offered space for sorrow to embrace. Time appeared to slow its movement inside that silver afternoon, while distant thunder rolled softly like an old familiar tune. And the world beyond the glass pane faded into quiet art, leaving room for introspection inside an overcrowded heart. When the atmosphere grows heavy and emotions overflow, certain storms arrive not to destroy us, but to help us let things go. Velvet rainfall keeps descending through the corners of my soul, washing dust from hidden memories, making fractured pieces whole. Velvet rainfall keeps reminding that no sadness stays the same. Every storm becomes a river flowing onward from its pain. Evening settled on the avenue, street lamps bloomed in golden rings. Raindrops drummed upon the awnings like a choir of fragile strings. People hurried under umbrellas, seeking shelter from the gray, while I stayed beside the window, watching worries drift away. There are seasons meant for sunlight, there are seasons meant for rain. Both are necessary teachers in the landscape of the brain. Without clouds we miss reflection, without storms we miss release. Without temporary darkness, certain lessons never reach. Every droplet tells a story, every current finds the sea, and the things we fear surrendering often set the spirit free. Velvet rainfall keeps descending through the corners of my soul, washing dust from hidden memories, making fractured pieces whole. Velvet rainfall keeps reminding that no sadness stays the same. Every storm becomes a river flowing onward from its pain. Soon the clouds will part completely, morning colors will return, yet the wisdom born from weather will remain a thing to learn. For the sky is always teaching recollections into streams of softer tears. Velvet rainfall keeps reminding, through each thunder, through each wave, that acceptance is a harbor for the things we cannot save. Everyone believed the stories, everyone believed the glow. They saw crowns above our heads, never noticing below. Cracks were hiding underneath us, growing slowly day by day, while we smiled for every picture as our certainty gave way. Church bells ringing in the distance, Sunday skies above the town. People spoke about forever, never seeing what weighed down. We were balancing on wires stretched between desire and fear, trying hard to keep pretending everything was crystal clear. Angels only live in paintings, humans stumble when they run. We were neither saints nor villains, just two hearts beneath the sun. Every promise had a shadow, every blessing had a cost. Every road we traveled proudly led us somewhere slightly lost. Golden light around the edges could not hide the growing strain. Soon the shine became reflection of accumulated pain. Still we carried expectations like a burden dressed as gold, until all the perfect illusions finally released their hold. When the glow begins to shatter what remains beneath the dust, can we face the honest version of imperfect love and trust? Broken halos falling slowly through the silence of the night, pieces drifting like forgotten stars, losing borrowed light. Broken halos tell the story of a dream that couldn't stay, yet their fragments still are shining in a different kind of way. Morning found us standing separate on familiar streets alone, listening to the empty spaces where our future once had grown. Nothing dramatic in the ending, no explosion, no goodbye, only quiet, a realization like a cloud across the sky. Years may pass and still I wonder what became of all that light. Did it settle in another life? Did it learn another flight? Maybe every broken halo finds a place where it belongs, transforming into humble wisdom hidden deep inside old songs. We were never made for perfection, we were only made to feel, and the truth beneath the fragments might be more completely real. Broken halos falling slowly through the silence of the night, pieces drifting like forgotten stars, losing borrowed light. Broken halos tell the story of a dream that couldn't stay, yet their fragments still are shining in a different kind of way. Let the pieces find their places, let the expectations fade, let the beauty of the damage show was true. Falling slowly, shining faintly, still remembering, still remaining. Broken halos falling slowly through the silence of the night, pieces drifting like forgotten stars, losing borrowed light. Broken halos tell the story of a dream that couldn't stay, yet their fragments still are shining in a different kind of way. Broken halos keep on drifting long after we are through. Boxes underneath the staircase, covered by forgotten dust. Snapshots from a summer shoreline, holding fragments of our trust. Sunlight resting on your freckles, ocean breeze inside your hair. Every frame a quiet witness to a season we could share. Old denim hanging by the doorway, vinyl spinning late at night. Laughter drifting through the kitchen, wrapped in amber-colored light. Nobody imagined endings, nobody prepared to fall. We were building tiny kingdoms, certain they would stand through all. Coffee rings upon the notebook, messages we never sent. Every little ordinary moment now feels sacred in retrospect. You were dancing in the hallway, barefoot on a rainy day. I was learning every detail, trying not to look away. Calendar pages kept turning, still those images remain. Frozen pieces of a timeline, untouched by distance, loss or pain. Though the years have moved around us, though the roads have changed their course, silent photographs keep speaking with an unexpected force. If memories could open windows, would they bring us back tonight? Would they paint forgotten colors across fading black and white? Silent Polaroids are glowing inside corners of my mind, little echoes never leaving, though we left them far behind. Every picture keeps a heartbeat, every smile survives the years. Silent Polaroids keep shining through the blur of all these tears. Snow arrived the following winter, covering familiar streets, yet I still could hear your footsteps in the rhythm of the sleet. Every storefront held reflections of the life we used to know, like a movie paused forever, waiting for the final show. Sometimes I unfold the memories like letters hidden in a drawer, finding details I ignored before, wanting just a little more. Not to change what happened to us, not to rewrite what was true, only to revisit moments when the world still felt like you. Time can scatter countless stories across continents and skies, yet a single captured second never completely dies. Silent Polaroids are glowing inside corners of my mind, little echoes never leaving, though we left them far behind. Every picture keeps a heartbeat, every smile survives the years. Silent Polaroids keep shining through the blur of all these tears. Maybe love becomes a turns affection into something we can trace. Not alive, but not forgotten, not a stranger, not a friend, just a light inside the darkness without beginning or an end. Still they linger, still they call, still they rise after all. Silent Polaroids are glowing through the seasons that have passed, holding pieces of forever long after the moment lasts. Every picture keeps a heartbeat, every smile survives the years. Silent Polaroids keep shining through the blur of all these tears. Through the blur of all these tears, silent Polaroids are glowing in the quiet of tonight. Afternoons dissolved in silence while the curtains moved with light. Dust was floating through the bedroom like tiny stars in endless flight. I would stare beyond the window toward the rooftops far away, building castles out of wishes through the middle of the day. Clouds transformed into inventions, entire worlds above the town. Every passing shape suggested new adventures to be found. For a moment, imagination made reality seem small, until the sound of daily living brought me back beyond it all. There were visions of tomorrow painted brighter than the sun. Every possibility appeared already halfway done. But fantasy can sometimes shimmer with a beauty too complete, creating expectations reality cannot repeat. The distance between longing and the life we truly know often leaves a quiet emptiness beneath imagination's glow. Not because the dreams were foolish, not because they lacked their worth, but because perfection rarely chooses to appear upon the earth. Sometimes hope becomes a mirror, reflecting what we seek, yet the image may grow fragile when reality speaks. Hollow daydreams keep on drifting through the corners of my mind, beautiful but incomplete, like treasures hard to find. Hollow daydreams keep reminding that illusion has a cost, when we chase an endless vision of a paradise long lost. Evening settled on the city, streetlights shimmered into gold, and I slowly learned that living means embracing what's untold. Not every wish requires fulfillment, not every dream must come true. Some exist to guide our footsteps toward a wider point of view. The future never matched the picture that my younger self designed, yet it offered different wonders equally worthy to find. Unexpected friendships blossom, new horizons came to be. Life revealed a richer landscape than imagined fantasy. Dreams are useful when they guide us, not when they become a cage. For reality contains its own beauty on every turning page. Hollow daydreams keep on drifting through the corners of my mind, beautiful but incomplete, like treasures hard to find. Hollow daydreams keep reminding that illusion has a cost. When we chase an endless vision of a paradise long lost, let the castles fade gently, let the painted skies depart. For the world beyond imagining still contains a beating heart. And the truth beneath the longing may be simpler than it seems, finding wonder in the present rather than in distant dreams. Clouds dissolving, light descending, new beginnings, never ending. Hollow daydreams keep on drifting through the fading afternoon, like reflections on a river beneath the silver moon. Hollow daydreams keep reminding that reality can shine when we stop comparing everything to a vision in the mind. Folded garments on the cedar shelf, waiting through another season's turn. Threads once carrying familiar warmth, now preserving lessons I still learn. Every woven strand remembers evenings spent beside a flickering television glow. Conversations wandering without direction into places only young hearts know. Laundry lines beneath September sunlight, dancing lightly in a countryside breeze. Your oversized cardigan beside my jacket, moving softly underneath the trees. Nobody expected such simplicity would someday become a sacred thing, yet ordinary afternoons keep echoing like distant church bells quietly ringing. Closets hold forgotten constellations, made from fabric, texture, scent, and time. Every pocket hides a tiny artifact, every loose thread forms another rhyme. I discovered one behind a storage box covered by accumulated years, and suddenly the quiet room awakened, filled with absent voices in my ears. There were movie nights and thunderstorms, there were sidewalks painted after rain, there were afternoons of harmless wandering before complication entered pain. Now these garments rest like fragile relics, guarding chapters no one else can read, carrying traces of affection long after hearts forgot their needs. Some possessions outlive their purpose, yet refuse to disappear, because memory chooses strange containers for the things we hold most dear. Faded sweaters keep the winter breathing inside corners of the past, holding warmth from vanished conversations long after the moments pass. Faded sweaters keep a quiet shelter for emotions left behind, wrapped around forgotten yesterdays, still lingering in the mind. Attic windows gather evening colors, dust is drifting through the fading gold. I can almost hear old laughter rising from the stories these old fibers hold. Every stain became a hidden landmark, every wrinkle maps a different place, every stretched out cuff recalls a season, every color frames another face. Maybe objects learn the art of patience better than the restless human soul, remaining still while years continue moving toward destinations beyond control. Maybe that is why they feel immortal, standing firm while everything has changed, keeping fragments of a vanished landscape carefully protected and arranged. Though tomorrow keeps unfolding, though new chapters fill the air, certain pieces of our history will always remain there. Faded sweaters keep the winter breathing inside corners of the past, holding warmth from vanished conversations long after the moments pass. Faded sweaters keep a quiet shelter for emotions left behind, wrapped around forgotten yesterdays, still lingering in the mind. Time may alter every photograph, time may blur each spoken phrase, yet these woven threads continue guarding evidence of gentler days. Not demanding reconstruction, not requesting one more chance, only offering a small reminder of a long forgotten dance, folded softly, waiting quietly, holding echoes patiently. Faded sweaters keep the winter breathing through the turning of the years, gathering forgotten sunlight, drying old invisible tears. Faded sweaters keep a quiet shelter where remembrance still survives, wrapped around forgotten yesterdays, keeping little worlds alive. Even when the room grows silent, even when the seasons change, faded sweaters keep their stories safe beyond the passing age. Clouds assembled over rooftops like a watercolor dream. Silver curtains cross the skyline, blurring every shining beam. Drops descended without urgency, tracing pathways down the glass, transforming ordinary moments into something built to last. Traffic softened into murmurs, neon reflections touched the street. Every puddle formed a mirror where the sky and city meet. I was seated by the window, holding thoughts I could not name, watching rainfall stitched together, scenes that never stayed the same. There was comfort in the weather, not because it brought relief, but because it seemed to understand the language spoken by grief. Every droplet carried patience, every ripple carried grace, as though nature gently offered space for sorrow to embrace. Time appeared to slow its movement inside that silver afternoon, while distant thunder rolled softly like an old familiar tune. The world beyond the glass pane faded into quiet art, leaving room for introspection inside an overcrowded heart. When the atmosphere grows heavy and emotions overflow, Certain storms arrive not to destroy us, but to help us let things go. Velvet rainfall keeps descending through the corners of my soul, washing dust from hidden memories, making fractured pieces whole. Velvet rainfall keeps reminding that no sadness stays the same. Every storm becomes a river, flowing onward from its pain. Evening settled on the avenue, street lamps bloomed in golden rings. Raindrops drummed upon the awnings like a choir of fragile strings. People hurried under umbrellas, seeking shelter from the gray, while I stayed beside the window, watching worries drift away. There are seasons meant for sunlight, there are seasons meant for rain. Both are necessary teachers in the landscape of the brain. Without clouds we miss reflection, without storms we miss release. Without temporary darkness, certain lessons never reach. Every droplet tells a story, every current finds the sea. And the things we fear surrendering often set the spirit free. Velvet rainfall keeps descending through the corners of my soul, washing dust from hidden memories, making fractured pieces whole. Velvet rainfall keeps reminding that no sadness stays the same. Every storm becomes a river, flowing onward from its pain. Soon the clouds will part completely, morning colors will return. Yet the wisdom born from weather will remain a thing to learn. For the sky is always teaching through its endless rise and fall, how resilience grows in silence after answering the call. Gentle rhythm, steady motion, quiet healing, deep devotion. Velvet rainfall keeps descending across landscapes of the years, turning heavy recollections into streams of softer tears. Velvet rainfall keeps reminding through each thunder, through each wave, that acceptance is a harbor for the things we cannot save. For the things we cannot save. Across cities separated by horizons, two small lamps remained awake. Different windows framed the moonlight, different paths were left to take. Books lay open on the blankets, half-finished thoughts beside the bed, while unanswered conversations circled gently through the head. One room overlooked an avenue filled with midnight taxi lights. Another faced a sleeping suburb wrapped in peaceful summer nights. Though the settings were divided, though the miles stretched endlessly, both were occupied by dreamers wondering what could someday be. Walls Walls were painted different colors, shelves contained different lives, photographs and scattered notebooks collected under separate skies. Yet the solitude felt similar in a way that's hard to name, as if longing speaks one language, no matter where it came. Late night playlists drifted softly through a pair of lonely rooms, carrying familiar emotions across invisible currents and fumes. And the darkness seemed connected, like a bridge nobody sees, joining distant hearts together through the quiet evening breeze. Some connections need no highway, some affections need no map. Certain feelings cross the distance without leaving any gap. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets under ceilings painted white, holding separate constellations beneath the same enormous night. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the world is somehow small, when two restless hearts are listening for the same imagined call. Morning eventually arrived there before it reached the other side. One alarm clock started ringing, while another still complied. Time itself became a reminder of the spaces in between, yet the hope remained unbroken, like a thread unseen but keen. Years may carry people outward toward unfamiliar roads and names, still the memory of shared dreaming often quietly remains, like a radio transmission crossing oceans in the dark, finding someone who can recognize the meaning of its spark. Distance measures only geography, not the depth of what is true, for the heart can travel farther than the strongest airplane flew. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets under ceilings painted white, holding separate constellations beneath the same enormous night. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the world is somehow small, when two restless hearts are listening for the same imagined call. Maybe every sleepless window forms a network in the sky, linking scattered souls together as the silent hours pass by. Not through wires or technology, but through dreams we share alone, creating unexpected harmony between places never known. Different rooftops, different skylines, same reflections, same lifelines. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets through the passing of the years, sheltering unfinished wishes and unspoken hopes and fears. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the stars above recall every quiet midnight thinker waiting for a distant call. Sunlight spilled across the curtains, painting gold upon the floor. Breakfast waiting in the kitchen like 100 times before. Newspapers beside the coffee, gentle voices in the hall. Simple rituals of comfort seem too ordinary to recall. neighborhoods were slowly waking, children riding bicycles near. Dogs were barking past the gardens, everything felt calm and clear. Nobody imagined those small mornings would become what memory keeps. Long after larger milestones vanish into places, silence sleeps. There were lazy conversations stretching far beyond the noon. Nothing urgent, nothing scheduled, just the comfort of the room. Windows open toward the backyard, carrying scents of summer grass, while the hours moved so gently that we barely felt them pass. Life was hidden in the details, in the laughter, in the pause, in the moments lacking spectacle, yet deserving more applause. For the heart often remembers what the mind forgets to save, finding treasure in simplicity long after it behaves. Sometimes ordinary moments hold the richest kind of gold, only visible in hindsight, when their stories have been told. Forgotten Sundays keep returning like a melody from youth, bringing back familiar feelings wrapped in tenderness and truth. Forgotten Sundays keep reminding that the smallest things can stay longer than the grand occasions that once seemed to lead the way. Years transform the old routines into fragments scattered wide. Different houses, different cities, different currents, different tides. Yet the image of those mornings still appears from time to time, like a photograph emerging from the corners of the mind. Church bells echo through remembrance, calling softly from afar, not to summon old religion, but to show us who we are. For identity is woven from 1,000 subtle threads, built from quiet repetitions rather than the headlines read. What we overlook today may become tomorrow's cherished scene, for significance is often hidden where we least expect it's been. Forgotten Sundays keep returning like a melody from youth, bringing back familiar feelings wrapped in tenderness and truth. Forgotten Sundays keep reminding that the smallest things can stay longer than the grand occasions that once seemed to lead the way. Let us honor gentle mornings and the peace they quietly gave, for the days that felt unimportant often prove the ones we save. In the archive of remembrance where the heart records its art, simple Sundays keep surviving as the framework of the heart. Church bells ringing, children singing, morning glowing, time still flowing. Forgotten Sundays keep returning through the decades passing by, like familiar rays of sunlight crossing an old window sky. Forgotten Sundays keep reminding that the life we call our own is constructed from the moments that seem smallest when they shone. Aftermath remains somehow. Forgotten Sundays keep on living inside the present now. garments on the cedar shelf, waiting through another season's turn. Threads once carrying familiar warmth, now preserving lessons I still learn. Every woven strand remembers evenings spent beside a flickering television glow, conversations wandering without direction into places only young hearts know. Laundry lines beneath September sunlight, dancing lightly in a countryside breeze. Your oversized cardigan beside my jacket, moving softly underneath the trees. Nobody expected such simplicity would someday become a sacred thing, yet ordinary afternoons keep echoing like distant church bells quietly ringing. Closets hold forgotten constellations made from fabric, texture, scent, and time. Every pocket hides a tiny artifact, every loose thread forms another rhyme. I discovered one behind a storage box covered by accumulated years, and suddenly the quiet room awakened, filled with absent voices in my ears. There were movie nights and thunderstorms, there were sidewalks painted after rain, there were afternoons of harmless wandering before complication entered pain. Now these garments rest like fragile relics, guarding chapters no one else can read, carrying traces of affection long after hearts forgot their need. Some possessions outlive their purpose, yet refuse to disappear, because memory chooses strange containers for the things we hold most dear. Faded sweaters keep the winter breathing inside corners of the past, holding warmth from vanished conversations long after the moments pass. Faded sweaters keep a quiet shelter for emotions left behind, wrapped around forgotten yesterdays, still lingering in the mind. Attic windows gather evening colors, dust is drifting through the fading gold. I can almost hear old laughter rising from the stories these old fibers hold. Every stain became a hidden landmark, every wrinkle maps a different place, every stretched out cuff recalls a season, every collar frames another face. Maybe objects learn the art of patience better than the restless human soul, remaining still while years continue moving toward destinations beyond control. Maybe that is why they feel immortal, standing firm while everything has changed, keeping fragments of a vanished landscape carefully protected and arranged. Though tomorrow keeps unfolding, though new chapters fill the air, certain pieces of our history will always remain there. Faded sweaters keep the winter breathing inside corners of the past, holding warmth from vanished conversations long after the moments pass. Faded sweaters keep a quiet shelter for emotions left behind, wrapped around forgotten yesterday, still lingering in the mind. Time may alter every photograph, time may blur each spoken phrase, yet these woven threads continue guarding evidence of gentler days, not demanding reconstruction, not requesting one more chance, only offering a small reminder of a long-forgotten dance. Folded softly, waiting quietly, holding echoes patiently. Faded sweaters keep the winter breathing through the turning of the years, gathering forgotten sunlight, drying old invisible tears. Faded sweaters keep a quiet shelter where remembrance still survives, wrapped around forgotten yesterdays, keeping little worlds alive. Even when the room grows silent, even when the seasons change, faded sweaters keep their stories safe beyond the passing age. Paper lanterns hung above us, swaying softly in the breeze, transforming empty fields into kingdoms nestled underneath the trees. Their fragile circles caught the moonlight, casting silver through the night, creating temporary heavens from imagination's light. We believed in gentle magic, built from ordinary things, cardboard castles, painted planets, and the dreams a young heart brings. Every handmade constellation felt as real as any star, because wonder never measures how authentic objects are. Scissors, glue, and sheets of color spread across a wooden floor. Tiny worlds were being crafted from what others might ignore. Each creation held a promise that reality could bend if enough belief and courage chose to help imagination mend. Years would teach us practicality and the weight of grown-up days, yet a piece of that invention still survives in hidden ways. For the mind remains a workshop long after childhood disappears, building hopeful little lanterns to illuminate our fears. When the world becomes too heavy, when the sky appears too far, we can still create a heaven from the pieces where we are. Paper moons are gently floating through the darkness of the years, handmade symbols of resilience, brightening uncertainty and fears. Paper moons keep on reminding that belief can still survive. Even fragile things can shimmer, even fragile dreams can thrive. Evening gathers over rooftops, city lights begin to bloom, yet I still recall those lanterns glowing softly through the gloom. Not because they matched perfection, not because they conquered night, but because they proved that beauty can emerge from borrowed light. Every person built a moon somehow to navigate the dark, some through songs and some through painting, some through leaving their own mark, some through kindness offered freely, some through stories shared aloud, creating little constellations beneath life's enormous cloud. Hope is often handmade carefully from the scraps we choose to save, and imagination remains powerful long after we behave. Paper moons are gently floating through the darkness of the years, handmade symbols of resilience, brightening uncertainty and fears. Paper moons keep on reminding that belief can still still survive. Even fragile things can shimmer, even fragile dreams can thrive. No creation lasts forever, no lantern avoids the rain. Yet the act of making beauty gives existence deeper gain. For the heart becomes an artist whenever shadows gather near, building paper moons from courage to accompany the year. Softly drifting, brightly lifting, still inspiring, never tiring. Paper moons are gently floating across memory's endless sea, carrying handmade constellations toward possibility. Paper moons keep on reminding, through each challenge, through each climb, that imagination's lantern can outshine the way of time. Stars emerge in silver streams. Paper moons keep softly glowing over landscapes built from dreams. Across cities separated by horizons, two small lamps remained awake. Different windows framed the moonlight, different paths were left to take. Books lay open on the blankets, half-finished thoughts beside the bed, while unanswered conversations circled gently through the head. One room overlooked an avenue filled with midnight taxi lights. Another faced a sleeping suburb wrapped in peaceful summer nights. Though the settings were divided, though the miles stretched endlessly, both were occupied by dreamers, wondering what could someday be. Walls were painted different colors, shelves contained different lives, photographs and scattered notebooks collected under separate skies. Yet the solitude felt similar in a way that's hard to name, as if longing speaks one language, no matter where it came. Late night playlists drifted softly through a pair of lonely rooms, carrying familiar emotions across invisible currents and fumes. And the darkness seemed connected like a bridge nobody sees, joining distant hearts together through the quiet evening breeze. Some connections need no highway, some affections need no map. Certain feelings cross the distance without leaving any gap. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets under ceilings painted white, holding separate constellations beneath the same enormous night. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the world is somehow small, when two restless hearts are listening for the same imagined call. Morning eventually arrived there before it reached the other side. One alarm clock started ringing while another still complied. Time itself became a reminder of the spaces in between, yet the hope remained unbroken, like a thread unseen but keen. Years may carry people outward toward unfamiliar roads and names, still the memory of shared dreaming often quietly remains, like a radio transmission crossing oceans in the dark, finding someone who can recognize the meaning could spark. Distance measures only geography, not the depth of what is true. For the heart can travel farther than the strongest airplane flew. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets under ceilings painted white, holding separate constellations beneath the same enormous night. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the world is somehow small, and two restless hearts are listening for the same imagined call. Maybe every sleepless window forms a network in the sky, linking scattered souls together as the silent hours pass by. Not through wires or technology, but through dreams we share alone, creating unexpected harmony between places never known. Different rooftops, different skylines, same reflections, same lifelines. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets through the passing of the years, sheltering unfinished wishes and unspoken hopes and fears. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the stars above recall every quiet midnight thinker waiting for a distant call. Walls were painted different colors. Walls were painted different colors. Walls were painted different colors. Shelves contain different lives. Photographs and scattered notebooks collected under separate skies. But the solitude felt similar in a way that's hard to name, as if longing speaks one language, no matter where it came. One room overlooked an avenue filled with midnight taxi lights. Another faced a sleeping suburb wrapped in peaceful summer nights. Though the settings were divided, though the miles stretched endlessly, both were occupied by dreamers, wondering what could someday be. Walls were painted different colors. Shelves contained different lives. Photographs and scattered notebooks collected under separate skies. Yet the solitude felt similar in a way that's hard to name, as if longing speaks one language, no matter where it came. Late night playlists drifted softly through a pair of lonely rooms, carrying familiar emotions across invisible currents and fumes. And the darkness seemed connected like a bridge nobody sees, joining distant hearts together through the quiet evening breeze. Some connections need no highway, some affections need no map. Certain feelings cross the distance without leaving any gap. Distant bedrooms keep their secrets under ceilings painted white, holding separate constellations beneath the same enormous night. Distant bedrooms keep believing that the world is somehow small, when two restless hearts are listening for the same. Midnight settles on the rooftop, streetlights hum below the rain. I unfold hold another letter, reading every line again. Ink is fading near the margins, yet your voice still sounds the same, like a candle in the darkness, whispering my hidden name. Trains are moving through the distance while the city drifts asleep. I'm sitting by the window, guarding promises we keep. Every sentence holds a universe, every paragraph a flame, burning softly through the silence, though our circumstances changed. There were questions without answers, there were dreams we couldn't hold, there were chapters left unfinished, there were stories left untold. Still your words remain beside me through December and July, building shelter from the loneliness whenever nights grow high. Paper carries more than language, paper carries weight and time, tiny fingerprints of longing pressed between each fragile line. I can almost see your expression in the shape of every phrase, like a constellation shining across distant yesterdays. Though the miles became an ocean, though the years became a wall, your midnight letters keep arriving when I need them most of all. Midnight letters keep me breathing when the room is cold and bare. Every word becomes a lantern floating gently through the air. Midnight letters keep me reaching toward the person that I knew. Every page still holds a pathway leading quietly to you. Outside, thunder shakes the skyline, clouds are crossing overhead, yet your careful observations still are circling in my head. You described ordinary moments with extraordinary grace, turning simple daily details into something I could trace. I have written many answers that I never chose to send, conversations with the silence searching for another end, stacked aside the old collection resting underneath the lamp, like a garden made of paper blooming through a lonely camp. Some connections outlive distance, some affection outlives years, living quietly between us, beyond absence, beyond fears. Midnight letters keep me breathing when the room is cold and bare. Every word becomes a lantern floating gently through the air. Midnight letters keep me reaching toward the person that I knew. Every page still holds a pathway leading quietly to you. If tomorrow brings forgetting, if the world begins to change, these old letters will remember everything we couldn't say. Every folded piece of paper carries proof we once belonged to a chapter written softly in the margins of a song. Read the lines, hear the voice, feel the night, make the choice. Midnight letters keep me breathing through the passing of the years, turning shadows into lanterns, turning silence into tears. Midnight letters keep me reaching past the distance and the blue. Every page still holds a pathway leading quietly to you. Midnight letters keep their promise long after we are through. Bags were folded in back pockets, filled with circles, notes, and plans. Every destination carried promise, far beyond familiar lands. No one wished to stay unmoving, no one wanted comfort's chains. There was thunder in the spirit, calling loudly through the veins. Highways stretched beyond the horizon, like unfinished lines of song. Every mile suggested answers to questions carried far too long. Streetlights faded in the rearview, morning climbed across the plains. Freedom felt both exhilarating and uncertain in its claims. Some pursued artistic visions, others chased a different star. Yet the hunger underneath them was remarkably similar, a desire to become somebody beyond expectations framed, to discover hidden versions waiting underneath the name. Every dream begins with motion, every hope begins with flight. Though the future stays uncertain, something calls us through the night. Restless hearts keep moving onward through the valleys and the storms, seeking places where their stories can evolve into new forms. Restless hearts keep hearing echoes from horizons yet unseen, following invisible currents toward the life they've always dreamed. City skylines rose before them, mountains stood against the sky. Failures met them at intersections, teaching reasons not to try. Yet the restless spirit lingered, refusing easy retreat, finding meaning in the journey rather than the final street. Years transformed the youthful dreamers into travelers weathered wise. Still a spark remained unbroken deep behind experienced eyes. For the urge to keep discovery never truly fades away. It simply learns a gentler rhythm as it navigates the day. Roads may twist and roads may narrow, yet the calling still survives, leading wandering souls onward toward more meaningful lives. Restless hearts keep moving